Hello! Welcome to another Tuesday training tip by me, Sheridan, from Keystone Development and Training Limited and Power Hour Training. Last time we talked about keeping your training on track and we shared some tips around that. Today I'm going to talk to you about the other end of the training session, the action planning stage. For me, this is one of the most important parts of the training. I'm a firm believer that if people don't do something differently when they've attended your training session, then frankly, everybody has wasted their time. However, we all know how it is in the training room. You all get carried away by what it is you're talking about. Everyone's got experience that they need to share. Everyone's got questions to ask. And sometimes we find ourselves squeezing the time we had set aside for action planning. And everyone leaves the room buzzing and having a really good time and full of good ideas. But then nothing changes when they go back to work. And that's when training can get a really bad name for itself, because people are saying, well, we took them out of work for a day, or we spent all this money on your training, and they're not doing anything differently. So here's my tip for keeping your training on track and making sure that you fit in all of the action planning that you need to do. And it's these. I don't know if you can see those. They are my best friend. If you've ever been on a training session with me, you know that I'm obsessed with post-it notes. After every single section, build in 5 minutes for personal reflection and ask people to write down a key learning point based on the section that you've just covered and stick it on a post-it note. This can be something interesting, something useful, or a way that they could apply what you've been talking about, something that they could do differently. And they can stick all of these post-it notes up on their own personal learning poster. Then at the end of the session, all you have to do is to get them to go back to those post-it notes and prioritise the actions that they think they want to take, and maybe get them to choose 2 or 3 actions which they can flesh out and put in a bit more detail. It's a brilliant way of making sure that we don't lose the action planning time. It's a brilliant way of making sure that the whole course is reflected upon. And it also means you're giving permission for people to say, actually, with hindsight, that bit wasn't quite so useful for me, and that's okay. Because if people go away and do 1 or 2 things differently as a result of a training session, then you've been successful, and that's fantastic. So that's my tip for today. If you have people in your organisation who you think could benefit from some train the trainer skills, please check out the website. It's www.power-hour.co.uk, and I run 1 or 2 day train the trainer sessions, and I would be very, very happy to talk to you about it. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Bye.